Hello fellow airsofters, today we're going to talk about these tactical lights you can buy pretty cheaply off AliExpress or eBay or wherever. Historically I've been using these reflexite things here. You can buy these patches off AliExpress, that's where I got these, but you'll notice this green is so dark it's pretty much worthless. This will only be reflective if you actually shine a flashlight to it, whereas this green is obviously very bright as it is. These are actually made myself. I just bought some reflexite stickers at a craft store, and then I bought some adhesive Velcro or hook and loop, and I just stuck the two together and had a corner cutter. But you'll see these are actually bicycle reflectors that go on wheels. You might be able to see some lines because there's actually like 10 different strips of green here. So that's why some of it's chipping off from being hit by BBs. I did put a layer of clear tape over them, but it's not as professional as these. This is one solid piece of reflexite. So you can see the color differences. These two, yellow or orange, I don't know. The orange one makes more sense. This one not so much. When they have a very bright yellow one. So I like these four colors. I'll probably buy more of these. And you might ask yourself, why would I even be concerned about buying these things? Well, I play close quarters CQB, close quarters combat, and when I call myself out, very often the enemy is just shooting me in the back, or I've been shot by friendly fire. So on the back of my little fast helmet, I drilled all this out myself. It doesn't come this way. I used a hand drill. It took a lot of time. But anyways, now hopefully someone will see me and realize they should or should not hit me in the back. I also have patch space on the jacket that I wear. Okay, so back to the main topic. These all came in this box here, on, blink, off. They had some color coding or whatever product code for the color, and they run off 2032 batteries. I have a spare one because these came with the batteries inside them, but one of them was already close to dead. So if you press there, this is the red one, I think, and it came out of the box this way. So this has been on for however many years it was originally switched on. So it's very dim. We're going to come back to this and try to replace the battery. Here it's taken apart. So it's a silicone, and there's like a door here. I don't know if that's glued in. It looks like it might be glued, but this is an orange color, solid, flashing off. So it's very moldable. This one I left in here because I'm going to stick it on my helmet and see if it fits the contours. But this is a pretty new battery, it looks like, green, right? So will it fit or curve? That's just flat, of course. So yeah, I don't think that's going to fall off unless you actually brush it up against something. Even if you do brush it up against something, it's not easy you'll hear it, which in a real tactical situation probably wouldn't be smart, but for airsoft, whatever, you'll live. You won't get shot by a real bullet. Okay, but you'll notice the green is only effective like halfway, unless it's really dark. Now, look at that. You can't really see much of it getting out to the end. So, seems like a waste of silicone here. I think they could have made it half as long. Maybe at night it would be totally different. You know what? Hold on a second. I'm going to turn the lights off. At least two of the lights off. Well, I still feel like the end is not very bright. So the end is right here where my finger is, so it's still not getting past this black band. Alright, well now we know that. Okay, well they come in many colors. I have a blue one on order. I'm basically trying to match these 5 colors because that's the different fields I play. They always have 2 of these colors for each team. And so I'm going to have this on the back of my head now and the patches on my jacket. Just thought I'd share that with you guys if you guys are you know, getting into this and you're sick of getting shot at by your own teammates, you know, this might be a helpful solution. But this red one, let's get into that. It's this one. Let's see if we can replace the battery. So removing this, you flip this forward, pull this, slide this out. So I think it is glued in there. But since that thing is pretty much dead, I think I might have to cut this. You would think, yeah, that's totally waterproof. So I guess I can understand why it's that way, because if it's raining out, that would definitely short circuit. So I'm gonna have to literally cut this open and hold on again. Alright, I'm back with a really short hobby knife here. This is really handy to have. I'm wondering where I should cut it. Well, I guess more towards the battery, right? This is really sharp, so I want to be careful. If I go too far, it'll literally cut into my finger. So I have to cut it obviously wide enough to get that battery out. I think, well, no, still a little material there. Okay. I guess you could probably just take the whole thing out, depending on how open you cut this slot. Or is it glued? I feel like it's actually glued to the electronics, because I think that's silicone glue and it actually got onto the electronics board. Yeah. So it's going to take a lot of prying to free up that silicone. Yeah, see right there? It's literally sticking to the board. That helped out. I don't think I can replace it without removing it, because there's a metal tab in the way. So not replace it, I literally have to pry this out. Hold on again. Okay, you can see, yeah, there's some silicone glue that was stuck to the battery contact. So that was being problematic. But it actually was facing, I've had an angle. You have to remove this from the main body, I think, to replace the battery. I don't really think it's meant to be replaced by the user, but in this case I have to, right? The thing is almost dead. It's just a generic battery, which makes sense. Let's put in a Sony battery here. I'm not sure how long these are supposed to last. I don't recall the advertisement on AliExpress saying that. Okay, so they're much brighter, right? So you'll notice here I went and cut a second width of it out. Because if you look at this, it looks like this plug. This is like some sort of plug that they siliconed and then jammed in there. So it just kind of traced up to this like rigid area, and then it took pliers to get it out. So I think you have to make two cuts to really make this easy to get in and out. See the width there? And I'll just show you taking it out again. It's not hard to take out once you make that thing a few millimeters wide. Okay. Alright, so I do want it to be waterproof, so I just have some silicone glue here. And bearing in mind, the next time I replace the battery, I'll probably have to do the same thing. I should be wearing rubber gloves. It's probably not good to have silicone absorbing into my skin. know what would have been smart? If I took that plug I cut out and put it back in. Let me try that again. So here's the little sliver that I cut out originally. So I'm just going to jam this back in the hole, like that. That way we won't have silicone touch that battery again and make it difficult to pull out. All I have to do is put a little bit here to cover these little gaps, and then in theory it probably will be easier to take out the second time I do this. So just a little bit. It's not very pretty, but it is waterproof now. Obviously once it dries out, and then even if it's ugly, it's gonna get covered up by this black end here anyways, so I think I'm good. Yeah, that'll be fine. Okay, so we know you can, replace the battery with the little hobby knife and some patience. So I think it's a good thing. Well, obviously if I continue to get shot by friendly fire, well, I don't know. I don't know if maybe there's just no solution to it. I mean, the thing looks pretty bright, even in broad daylight here. That's, well, broad room light. Okay, another casual review is done. I'll see you in the next airsoft related video. Thanks for watching.